the Sandman match where it's a Sandman. Well, he was a tough dude. And we had good matches, but this is a Texas death match where you can pin a guy, but you can get as many pinfalls. It doesn't matter how many pinfalls you gain. The guy's got to stay down for a count of 10. And at the ECW arena, the fans were real big on. They would go to this little dollar store and they would hand you these little items and cheap little frying pans. And I thought someone was handing me $1 frying pan, and by the time I realized it was a cast iron skillet, it was just too late. That thing just thonked off the Sandman's head, and he was gone. And he was saying in the ring, he goes, "I have no idea where I am," and I'm literally like trying to talk to him in paragraphs.
Yeah,
and then I will lay out. This is what you do. Tell him, boom, 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 and he goes back, and goes, "I can't remember what you said." And now I'm trying to. It'd be different if it's just. I pinned the guy, but I must have pinned him 17 times, and I'm waiting for the 10 count. He keeps getting up, and I'm like, how many times can I beat this guy? It was the most horrific thing, and it was on my. They picked it, and I was like, you can't have this. This is one of the worst matches I was ever in. I was like, you know what? People should see the highs and lows. They'll call it greatest hits and misses. And I actually am the only guy who will ever have a greatest hits DVD package with a losing record on my own DVD. I've only like all my great matches were ones. I was like the Robert E. Lee of wrestling. I was like magnificent in defeat.
It's like that story you told. I saw the Netflix DVD video.
Yeah,
and you talk about hitting people with shovels. You're like, I thought more people were coming out.
I did. Yeah, you want me to tell the story? Man. This is a story. I told this in Kansas City because Harley races in Kansas City. It's my big chance to become a babyface, a good guy. You only get that one chance. I mean, you could do it over and over again, but really get that one big chance. And I was supposed to come out of the crowd and hit Vader, who was the most impressive, monstrous wrestler of his era. I was going to hit him with a scoop shovel. And I was in the back, and I'm like practicing on a wall. Like, I don't remember Dominic DeNucci ever teaching us, now, my boy, use a shovel,
Yeah.
Trying to do it so I can do it flat on him, trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to kind of not follow through so I don't hurt the guy too bad. And then Harley Race comes by, old grizzled veteran, has as much respect, carries as much respect as anybody in the business ever has. And he just looks at me and goes, "If you don't hit him, I'll come back here and hit you." I went, "Yes, sir, Mr. Race." And so Vader was the guy who, his thing was, "I feel no pain. I feel no pain." He goes, "I feel no pain." And you just hear the whack. And he goes, "Ah!" And I was like, I had that fear of Harley in me. And they had like 8 guys lined up supposed to come out and feed, I mean, I hit Harley, I hit Paul Orndorff, Vader was jumping around. Oh, he's still yelling. Completely killed his gimmick. And like only 2 guys out of like the 8 came out. And when I came back, I said, I thought more people were going to be out there. He said, they just took off. They just saw it and they went, "No, we're not getting paid enough for this, man." So
when you hit Sandman with a cast iron skillet, is that something that you have to go back and apologize for? Like, I thought it was a dollar store frying.
I did, and we had this conversation because I didn't realize that the Sandman was hammered in all our matches until later on.
Yeah,
and I thought that was pretty disrespectful. I mean, and I remember I thought I was taking a bold stand by saying, "No, I'm not going to wrestle a guy who's drinking." And that made me like the scumbag of the ECW. They're like, what does he think he is? How can he do that to the Sandman? And so
invited the narc.
I get on the phone with Sandman. We're trying to hash this thing out, and I said, "Listen, man, that's irresponsible." "Hey, brother, it was you who put me in the hospital in the cast iron skillet." And I was like, that's an excellent point. That's a good point. So I did feel bad about that.